Welcome to the video on scientific notation. This is part 2. What you should be able to say at the end of this video is that I can convert numbers written in standard form to scientific notation by moving the decimal left and right until the number is in one of the following forms below, and the exponent will be the number of spaces I move the decimal. I'm going to explain that more in a moment. So if that was very confusing, please don't worry about that. We are definitely going to get to that in just a moment. Okay, we're going to start by filling out your notes. So, if the number is, first, the number in the ones place must be between 1 and 9. So go ahead and fill that out in your notes. Now, if the number is less than 1, move the decimal to the right until there is a number in the ones place, and then write it, this number, point, any other numbers that there are, times 10 to the negative exponent. The exponent will be the number of spaces you move the decimal. Okay, if this is confusing, we're going to go over this in just a moment with the examples below. If the number is greater than 1, move the decimal to the left until there is a number in the ones place, and then write it. That number, decimal, the rest of the numbers you have, we drop any zeros on the end, times 10 to the positive exponent. The exponent will be the number of spaces you move the decimal. All right, so let's take a look at what in the world I'm talking about. Okay, so let's look at this first one. We have 66,500. If there is not a decimal in our number, it is always at the end. Okay, now the number right here has to be between 1 and 9. So we've got to move the decimal until we only have one number right there. So I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4 places. So I'm going to write 6, decimal, 6, 5, times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4. I moved it 4 places to the 4th power. Now let's take a look at the next one. Again, the decimal is at the end. Let's see how many spaces we're going to have to move that decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to go ahead and put my exponent there now so I don't forget. I moved it 8 places. And I'm going to write 2.3 times 10 to the 8th power. All right, again, the decimal is at the very end. So I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3 places. I'm going to go ahead and write my exponent, and I'm going to write 7.5. All right, if you think you can do the next two, go ahead and pause the video here, and you try the next two. All right, welcome back. I hope that you paused the video to give yourself some practice. On this next one, the decimal is at the end. I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places. Okay, and I'm going to write 5, and then the decimal's already there for us, 6, 8. Okay, we cannot get rid of any numbers that we have in the problem. We can only drop zeros at the end. All right, so 5.68 times 10 to the 7th power. All right, I'm going to put a decimal at the end on the next one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm moving it 6 places, so my exponent's going to be 6. And my number is going to be 8, decimal, 3, 0, 4. Okay, we got to keep that 4 in there even though there's a 0 in between. We can only get rid of the zeros at the end, so we can get rid of those zeros. All right, if you have any questions about positive exponents, go ahead and pause the video, jot those down, and we're getting ready to move on to negative exponents. All right, let's take a look at this next one. So I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stop right there because in the ones place I can only have one number and I can't have anything in the tens place. So it would be 8.9 times 10 to the, let's count how many places we moved the decimal. We moved it 1, 2, 3, 4 to the negative 4. And I already put that negative right there for you. So you might want to highlight that to make sure that you can see that negative. Now let's look at the next one. We're moving it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to the negative 5th. All right, and then my number is 2.2. Let's take a look at the next one. All right, I moved it 3 places. So it would be, oops, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. Let me go back. All right, I moved it 2 places. So it'd be 1.23 to the negative 2, because I only moved it 2 places to get a number into the ones place. All right, let's, if you understand what to do from here, go ahead and pause the video and you do the next 2, and then I'm going to go ahead and continue and walk you through the next 2. So I have 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to write 4.56, and I only moved it 1, 2, 3 places, so to the negative 3. All right, the next one, I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places. So that one's going to be to the negative 7. All right, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write 2.6. All right, there's just one more example I want to go over. If I have 0. Let's see, 0.00103. All right, I just want to do one where there's a 0 elsewhere in the problem. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. I moved it 3 places, so that would be 10 to the negative 3rd. Okay, and then it would be 1.03 times 10 to the negative 3rd. All right, I just wanted you to see that we have to keep that 0 that's in there between the 1 and the 3. If you need to, pause the video now if you don't have all this in your notes. All right, so what you should be able to say now at the end of this video is that you can convert numbers written in standard form to scientific notation by moving the decimal to the left for numbers that are greater than 1 and to the right for numbers that are less than 1 until the number is in one of the following forms below, and the exponent will be the number of spaces that you move the decimal. So I'm going to go over these 2 right here just so you can see what the answers of these ended up being at the end. So to the negative 4, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, if you want to check your work, it would be 0.0045. Okay, so these 2 are equal now. I'm going to go ahead and erase that. And then this one over here, I'd be moving it 4 places to the right. And I'm going to fill these empty spaces with 0. So it'd be, oops, I'm sorry. So it'd be 4, 5, 0, 0, 0. So these 2 are now equal. All right, if you have any questions at all, please jot those down. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great day.